Hey, here we go. Hello, hello. We are live. We're ready to go for Turnabout Revolution, Episode 5 of The Spirit of Justice. Let's go. Episode 5, Turnabout Revolution.
Good people of Khurain, we can't allow things to go on like this.
The Defense Culpability Act has done nothing but produce countless victims of wrongful convictions. The time to act is now, for we, the Defiant Dragons, have obtained the ultimate weapon, the Founder's Orb. And to the Garenian regime, make no mistake about it, I will personally dethrone you. A dragon never yields, nor will he rest until his revolution is complete.
May 16th, 11 a.m., the Write Anything Agency? Wait a minute. Why are we at the Write Anything Agency? That was certainly interesting. Also, I did like the little Plumed Punisher segment. The Turkish Spider-Man feels very, very strong there. All right. And this concludes our report on the recent television hijacking incident in Khurain. That made the national news? Okay. But really, who could have anticipated such a surprising turn of events? Did you hear that, Polly? Someone hijacked the airwaves over there. It's like something out of a movie. Apollo? Yeah. Dirk. What are you up to this time? Wait a second. Do you know the TV hijacker or something, Apollo? You could say that, but it was a long time ago. And why do you know someone like that? I mean, they're calling him an insurgent. Yeah, about that. Hey now, is that any way to talk about the man who raised you? Wait. Is he here in the office? Huh? What? Hey there, Apollo. Long time no see. How've you been, son? It's that guy who was on TV. Guilty as charged. Surprised to see me, Apollo? I just beamed in from Khurain, and boy, are my arms tired. What? This can't be happening. I must be dreaming. Or hallucinating. Or both. No, you're not, Apollo. It's that TV hijacker / insurgent in the flesh! / insurgent. Plus actor. I'm so confused. Mr. Hijacker, sir. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to begin. But let's start with that bit about the man who raised you. Wait, don't tell me you haven't told anyone about me, son. It's okay to brag about it. Tell everyone your old man's me, the Rebel Dirk. I mean, my face is all over TV these days. I'm practically a celebrity. Trucy, what do you say we close up early today? What? Why? Aw, come on, son. No need for the cold shoulder. I know I'm gonna regret this, but what do you want, Dirk? You just show up here without warning after all this time. What gives? I came all this way to see you, son. Come, rejoice. Right. Why don't you tell me the real reason that you're here? Well, okay, so maybe there's a little something I need your help with too, but The fact is, I came here to see you. That's the honest truth. Yes, I think we've established that. It figures. I haven't seen him in 10 plus years, and he's already asking for a favor. He really is a rebel in the purest sense. He just does whatever he pleases. Come on, Polly. I need details. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, hold your horses. First, I've got a few questions of my own. Alright. The first thing I need to do is show you my attorney's badge. What's that? It's my attorney's badge. I can relate. I used to want to show mine off too. But don't ever show it to anyone in Kurine. They'll run you right out of town the moment they find out you're a lawyer. I wonder how it went for Mr. Wright. Knowing him, he probably flashed his left and right. We did. Oh, we did. Alright, talk. Dirk. Pleased to meet you, little lady. My name is Dirk Sadmati. I'm a rebel by trade. Oh, he's so edgy. Also, Sadmati. So I was right. His name actually is Dirk Sadmati. So Nayuta Sadmati. How does that work out that you have the same last name as the leader of the rebellion against the ruling government, and they let you be a prosecutor anyway? What's going on there? I'm hoping there's something there and it's not just silliness, but I'm gonna give it even odds given this series. We'll see. A rebel? But on TV they were calling you an insurgent. So which is it? Personally, I vote for a rebel with a cause. A real headache for anyone in your way. Trucy. Ha 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 ha! You got me there! I'm the head of a resistance group, the Defiant Dragons. We're like the good, the bad, and the ugly, but without the good part. In Kurine, I'm like the boogeyman, a tall tale parents use to spook their kids straight. That's too bad. You seem like you'd be a fun, cool guy to hang out with. This little lady's a real catch, son. I'm talking bride material, if you get my drift. Wait, what? Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me, Dad. Also that they're siblings. I know he doesn't know that. Ha 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 ha! She's a plucky one, all right. This case is really good. Okay, looking for it. This is the only game in the series I have not played before, so I'm going in blind and I'm excited so far. Someone plucked me out of my misery. Now, about that man who raised you business. Yeah, let's talk about that. Foster father. What did Mr. Dirk mean when he said that he's the man who raised you, Apollo? Well, the truth is, I grew up in the kingdom of Kurine. Did I, never mention that? No, you never did. You absolutely, positively never did. Not that there was much reason for it to come up, to be fair, but that did not come up in the game named after you or in the previous game. Oh, so you grew up in Kurine? Wait, are you saying you're not from around here, Polly? No, it's just I was raised in Kurine when I was really little. Still, that's a shocker. It's like I hardly know anything about you. How come you never told me? Apollo, you really haven't said a word about your past, have you? What, that I was raised by a wanted criminal? It's like a bad joke. It does sound rather melodramatic. I doubt anyone would even believe you. So, you two haven't seen each other in a while, huh? You could say that. I'd wager it's been at least 10 years. Wow, that's a really long time. Yeah, well, I figured he'd forgotten about me. Not a chance! It's just, well, starting a revolution takes time, and keeping it going even more so. And being a wanted man, I couldn't just hop on a plane to come say hello. I get it, it's fine. Though, truth be told, it's weird having Dirk suddenly show up acting all paternal. I'd even almost forgotten about Kurine. No, that's not true. I probably tried to forget about it on purpose. Why? This is... I know we're getting thrown in the deep end here, but you know, we're gonna try to keep with it. Now then, Mr. Dirk, what is it we can help you with? Your request. Yes, what is your request? I need to get my hands on the Founder's Orb, the most sacred treasure of Kurine. I got some real serious pondering to do. That's where you come in. The Founder's Orb? Wait, but didn't you say you already have it in that broadcast of yours? He did say that. Ha 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 ha! Don't go believing everything you see on TV, little lady. No one's seen hide nor hair of the Founder's Orb for some time. No way! So that was just a bluff? What are you gonna do if you don't find it? I don't know. I guess that just means we have to find it, son. 'Cause I really can't back down now, can I? Ha 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 ha! Different year, same old Dirk. It's all coming back to me now. Hold on. I think I read something about this in the newspaper a while back. Something about you guys stealing a sacred treasure from a temple's treasure room? Oh! Whoa! Are we going all the way back to the first case? I like it. I like it when they actually start connecting things. That's great. That's a load of crock. We didn't lay a finger on the orb. Really? Yes. Baseless allegations, all of it. Our enemy has really found a way to keep us on our toes. Well, if they didn't steal it, we know Peace, Love, and Understanding stole it, but who did he give it to? Oh, so it's like a setup. Oh, no, that wasn't the orb. It was the one treasure. That's the long and short of it. However, my compatriot has been hot on the orb's trail. And just the other day, his hard work finally paid off. We now know the Founder's Orb is in Kurine Village. Whoa, really? Kurine Village? Yes, I hear there are spirit mediums there. They even have direct relations with Kurine. There are spirit mediums there, can confirm. Spirit mediums, right. Those Californian spirit mediums in their Japanese villages. Some doctor of archaeology there supposedly has the orb. His name is Archie Buff. Archie Buff? Okay. My defiant dragon compatriot has already made contact with him. You're gonna have to help me with the pun on that one. It's not coming to me. Apparently, someone asked the doctor to study the orb. So, whoever asked him to do that is the real thief? Most likely. And you think this guy will just hand the orb over to you? My compatriot Dats says Dr. Buff has already promised to do so. He seems he knew it had been stolen and wanted to do the right thing. Dats. I remember running around with him when I was a kid. So he's here too, huh? Apollo, I want you to be present as my lawyer when I take possession of the orb. Would you do that for me? Fine. Nope. Nope, not gonna do it. I don't know. Let's agree. I'll get on your railroad game. All right. Fine, but I'll charge my standard fee. Now tell me about the Founder's Orb. Founder's Orb. All right. If I remember correctly, the Founder is always depicted as a faceless spirit medium. What do you mean, faceless? Images of the Founder, the Holy Mother of Kurine, never show her face. To depict it is to commit the greatest taboo in Kurinism. The greatest taboo, huh? I wonder why. I mean, what could she have looked like to make them hide her face like that? As for the Founder's Orb, it was discovered during an excavation 8 years ago. And as an interesting legend that goes along with it. It's said that there's a riddle to the orb, and that any who can solve it will receive immense spiritual power from the founder herself. Sounds like one big fairy tale to me. In any case, it's just what us defiant dragons need to get our revolution started. With it, we can gain the spiritual power and thus the legal authority to rule Khura'in. Wait, suppose I believe this legend, then anyone could become the king or queen? And that's why you think it'll help you overthrow the Garan regime? Only the rulers of Khura'in have ever laid eyes on the Orb Apollo, a legendary treasure that bestows immense spiritual power. Doesn't that sound like something you'd want to see with your own two eyes? That does sound like a tiny bit intriguing. Oh, the Founder's Orb has shown up in maybe a national treasure of the Kingdom of Khura'in. None but those in the royal family have laid eyes on it. Oh. That should just about cover everything. Any other questions? Not right now. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you a present. Eat up, son. Sushi? I figured you probably couldn't afford 3 square meals a day, so... Yay! I was just thinking it was time for lunch. You dig in too, little lady. After all, we're practically family, right? Oh, little do you know, Dirk. Well, actually, you know, there is a California roll in sushi, but, you know, again, just randomly grabbing sushi for lunch, very, very American. Thanks, Dad. Oh, that tuna looks good. This salmon sushi's got my name on it. Aren't you hungry, son? This is some of the best sushi you'll ever have. I'm good. Oh, well, okay then. Actually, I have one more present for you. Here. What's this? Wait, who is that? A picture of your father. It's been 23 years since he passed away. Whoa, the revelations just keep coming. Huh? This is my father? His name was Jove Justice. Oh. All right. Lesson time. Jove is another name for Zeus. Did you know that? Because now you do. Get it? Because he's Apollo, the son of Zeus. Ho ho ho. Jove. I haven't talked to you about your real father in some time, but as you know, he was a musician. A wandering minstrel, if you will, and a talented one at that. Why are you giving this to me now? I thought it was sad you didn't know what your old man looked like. I searched high and low to find that one picture. What's wrong, Apollo? Don't you want it? I don't know. I mean, it's not like I ever met the guy. Well, I went through all the trouble of finding it, so go on, take it. And don't ever let it go, you hear? A picture of my biological father, Jove Justice, who died in Khura'in. Okay, so, interesting. We know from the first game in this trilogy that Lamarar is Apollo's and Trucy's mother. So Jove is Apollo's father with Lamarar, and then he died? Interesting. Well, now that our bellies are full, what do you say we hit the road? 1 second. Hey, Trucy, any idea where Athena is? She left early this morning to pick up Daddy from the airport. Wait, he's back? Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Wright's coming back today. Yeah, but I wonder why he cut his trip short like that. Why did he? We missed something there. Anyway, shouldn't they have been back by now? Knowing Athena, she probably got lost. Well, there's no point sitting around here waiting. Let's get going. I can't wait to see that super mysterious treasure. To Khura'in Village, then. The Founder's Orb awaits. Well, I guess we're going then. Karine Village. Wow, we haven't been here in 2.5 games? Hey, it looks just like it used to. May 16th, Karine Village. So this is Karine, the mystical village of spirit channeling, and where ancient traditions come alive. Looks like a really peaceful place. We gonna run into Pearl? I love the air here. Nothing beats the mountains, huh, Apollo? Come to think of it, we used to live way up in the mountains too, just like this. Sure brings back memories. Those were the days, the three of us living happily in peace. I still can't wrap my mind around it all, you know? That Mr. Dirk is not only Polly's daddy, but Prosecutor Sadmati's as well. And the way you two talked about it like it was nothing the whole bus ride here. I guess it is a lot to take in. So tell me, Mr. Dirk, what was Apollo like as a kid? Oh, he was full of piss and vinegar, he was. A real rascal. He and Nayuta used to run around in the open fields naked as jaybirds. I've even got pictures of him posing in his birthday suit. Whoa, Dirk. No way. Prosecutor Sadmati used to be like that too? The two of them would end up with leeches on their butts and cry like babies. Dirk, don't you think you've said enough? Aw, you're no fun. Yeah, I wanted to hear more about the misadventures of Polly. Hey, what are you people doing here? Emma? You know this lady, son? Yeah, this is Emma Skye. She's a detective. Hey, what's Emma doing here? Technically speaking, I'm a forensics expert, but I'll let it slide. Anyway, I can't say I'm surprised to see you here. You always seem to pop up whenever there's trouble afoot. Has there already been a murder? Still, what are the odds of running into you here in the boonies? By trouble, you mean you're investigating a case? Does it look like I'm here to sightsee? Wait, don't tell me. You're not here to see Dr. Buff, are you? Huh? How'd you know that? We're actually on our way to meet with him right now. Figures. Well, follow me. I'll show you the way. Really? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, son. Just follow the nice lady. Do you have anything to say? Oh, I could ask him what to do, but we know what to do. The doctor's study. What? May 16th, Karine Village, doctor's study. Why is there a chalk outline of a bird holding a fish? Wait, is that one of those plumed Punisher knife birds? The warbod? So this is Dr. Buff's study. Wow, look at all those books. The shelves go from floor to ceiling. It's like a library in here. Yes, and lots of artifacts, too. A true archaeologist's paradise. Look, son, there are so many relics, they're spilling onto the floor. What a delightfully amusing room. Oh, all I see is a mess. And what's with that white outline? I did not see that before. There it is. Emma, where's the doctor? Well, the thing is, he died last night. Wait, what? It seems an avalanche of books knocked him off his bookshelf ladder. We're labeling it an accidental death. What? Please tell me you're joking. As if I'd come all the way out here for a few laughs, Apollo. Yeah, I guess not. A scholar killed by his own books? Oh man, what do we do now? I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb to you if he's dead? Yes, that is a problem. Emma, Can you please tell us exactly what happened? Well, let's talk about the doctor's death. So the doctor died in an accident? I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books. This morning? Talk about bad timing. You mentioned that he had fallen off a ladder. Right. We believe he fell from the top of that big ladder there. Apparently, he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one, and that sent him headlong on a fatal fall onto the hard floor. How sad. Killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved. For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty. You could say he died an honorable death. Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous. What? It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police. I can relate to that. Yeah, being a wanted man and all. What now, Dirk? A dead man can't exactly hand over the orb. We'll just have to find it. It must be around here somewhere. Just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something. Let's tell Emma about the Founder's Orb. Pops here had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founder's Orb. Pops? Oh, I see. That could be a problem, considering he's dead. Do you have a plan B? I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot Dats should have it. Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So, who is this gentleman you're escorting? Let's talk about Dirk. Hello? Oh, right. I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the Kingdom of Kurine. All the way from Kurine, huh? So, what do you do there? I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from all that. I'm focused now on making Kurine a better place through volunteer work. Volunteer work, huh? How interesting. Well, it's not technically a lie. Wait, Emma knows who Dats is, too. She ran it. Well, does she? No, she doesn't know him without the scruffy disguise he had on. But still. So, how do you two know each other? Oh, he's sort of my foster father. Come again? Yeah, and he's Prosecutor Sedmati's real father, too. What? You mean you and Prosecutor Sedmati? I'm so sorry. It seems you've had quite a life. Guess she's put a few things together. Actually, Dirk, you look kind of familiar. Have we met before? Oh, not that I recall. Great. She must have seen that news report on TV. It really will complicate things if she figures out he's a wanted man. There are lots of guys who look like him. Sure, you're not mistaking him for someone else? Are there? Really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch? You don't see that every day. It's Solid Snake. With a mullet. Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things. So, what does that sacred relic you're searching for look like? I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's old and relic-y. Indeed. Unfortunately, I've no idea what it actually looks like. Wait, did Emma and Dirk meet with... Yes, they met 2 cases ago. Yes. It was the rite of Turnabout. So then, how are we supposed to find it? That I do not know either. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one. Great plan of attack out there, Dirk. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over? I guess not. But in exchange, you're gonna help me with my investigation. Actually, Emma didn't meet Dirk. She met Dats, but she didn't know it was Dats because Dats was still in a disguise. I think Emma is just aware of Dirk because she was in Kurine and saw him on the TV. Sure, it can't hurt. Oh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for buried treasure. Alright, so first off, Emma, let's check out my badge. Your attorney's badge? Huh. What? That normally gets a better reaction from you. I'm tired of collecting your fingerprints. It's kind of lost its luster. Yeah, but who knows? There could be other people's prints on it. Oh, that's true. Hand it over, buddy. Ah! The only prints I found were yours. Oh, it's all dusty now. Yes, we are investigating the room. So, let's see if we can find ourselves an orb, eh? What is that? Is that Godzilla? Wait! I know that statue over there. A coffee maker and a bunch of coffee cups. He must have taken his coffee breaks here. Oh, there's a filter with old coffee grounds in here. I guess I'd better clean this up. What are you doing there, son? Ah! What am I doing cleaning this office? Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back at your office. No, just, if I don't keep the place clean, no one will. Oh, poor Apollo. I can relate. Hey! It's the urn! Amy, huh? Why is someone's name written on here? Also, I like that it has the blotches on it, too. This is the exact urn from the previous trilogy. I love it. Maybe it's so if I ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things? Yeah, but this is just an urn and the name is written so big. Well, I wrote my name on my magic panties. It says WRIGHT in super big letters. Yeah, but it's from a previous game, so we cannot talk about it. No, we just are gonna acknowledge its existence. The less said about this, the better. That's right. And, the urn that Pearls had been... Yes, it is. It's the urn that Pearls accidentally broke and put back together. Exactly. That was a key part of case 2-2. So the second case of the second game. Yep. All right. And it was also featured in case 3-5. The bridge to the turnabout. But this statue, too. I know this thing. It's a golden statue. Looks pretty old, too. I imagine it has great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher of Dr. Buff's caliber. I wonder how he got his hands on something like this. We're not going to acknowledge it at all? Yeah, don't test the tip, by the way. It might become positive. I heard that blade once knocked out a detective who actually was a thief. What about over here? What a huge wall relief. Huh. It seems to depict a spirit channeling. Hey, this spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Kurine. Yeah, her face was left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted. Did you know some researchers claim that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes? And that her third eye was able to divine the truth, just like the gods above? It is said to be on her forehead. And like you said, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. That's right. Some fake news. It's a spiral staircase. And it's connected to a hallway up there. Why'd they have to place the second floor so high up? Wait, you're not afraid of heights, are you? Oh, well... Oh, Polly's hilarious around high places. He gets all wobbly like a baby deer taking its first steps, and his face turns as green as a watermelon. It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know. Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the second floor. What an odd layout for a house. That is odd. Oh, what's this? A suitcase? That's one big suitcase. It's locked. Is it the doctor's? No, someone left it here last night. So the doctor might have had a visitor? But how can you tell? That sticker there. You only see those on airport luggage, which means its owner is likely from overseas. Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to? Not unless we can open it up to see what's inside. Guess not. Ha 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 ha! That's because you're not me. Emma Sky, forensics expert extraordinaire. Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics handbook. Is she okay, son? It's like she became an entirely different person. Oh, that's just what happens when a forensics switch gets flipped. With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be as easy as pie. Is that fingerprint powder? That's right, and there's no better time than the present to use it. Here we go. Here we go, then. You remember how to do this, right? I apply the powder to where I think some prints might be and blow any excess off? Exactly. Well, have at it. Now where would I expect to find prints on a suitcase? What about the luminol? Well, the luminol, that would be if we thought there was blood. So far, we don't know about blood. But I'm gonna look at the handle because the handle seems like the most likely case. Let's look at the side handle. Looks like the side handle has not seen some use. Now let's look at the top handle, shall we? Here. There we go. For some reason, this gives me a mild flashbacks to the Trauma Center games in this particular setup. Oh, I think we got something. Is this a fingerprint? All right, here. I think we got the makings of one. That's right. There we go. Let's keep... We definitely have fingerprints, but they're a little bit hard to make out. I'm just glad I don't have to, like, blow into a microphone to do this for real, like in the actual handheld versions. Alright, why aren't you letting me... Do I have to, like, turn this all the way around and go at the bottom of it? Not quite. No? So, alright, let's see. Is this enough to analyze? Doesn't look like there are any prints here. There's not. I see prints. What about this? No prints? You don't think that's a print? It looks like a palm print. Kinda. Nope. Huh. So you don't think that that's worthy of being called a print, huh? Well, yeah, that doesn't ring a bell. Well, I guess we'll keep looking. It's a marking formerly known as prints. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. And we already did on here, right? So that didn't really yield anything. So where else Maybe there? What about around the keyhole? Not quite, not quite. Maybe somewhere around here? Because you'd think that'd be where they would be lifting the case up. Or here? No. Interesting. Yeah, I am... Well, we're gonna keep looking at this till we find what we're supposed to find, because, like, I am mystified that they don't count this as finding fingerprints, but whatever. Because that's not fingerprints, apparently. Let's see. I guess, would the stickers... Oh, wait. Hang on. We're picking something up. The only other thing I could think of is that somebody would be applying the stickers, so you would see some handprints, maybe? Yeah, we're getting some handprints. That's a pretty clear handprint. Can we... Let's keep dusting here. Remember how there was a victim in the second game named Dustin Prince? Well, that's us now. We're the Dustin Prince. Analyze. Hey, Emma, I've got a pretty clear print here. Okay, now let me know who you think it could belong to. Who could it be? It would have to be someone who would have paid Dr. Buff a visit. I mean, the person I immediately thought of would be Dats. Well, yeah, look at that. It sure looks the same to me. Job revolutionary. Match found. What do you know? Also, why is the blue badger in the database still? We have a match! Dats, come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement? So he's the one who forgot his suitcase here. Where do you suppose he is now? Haven't heard from him in a while, and he's not answering his phone. Wait, you don't think he left his phone inside his suitcase, do you? I wouldn't put it past that knucklehead. Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier. Really? A suspicious man had been reported in the area, but when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot. What? Sorry about that. Kuraine's people aren't all like him. I swear. Well, he's probably still in the village somewhere. Maybe he knows something about the orb. Maybe he does. Can we talk to him still? Or talk to her? No. So, looks like I know you said we should go to the second floor. I don't know if we can go to a second floor. But we can go back to Kurain Village. Let's see if we run into him. No? Okay. We haven't finished examining everything here yet either, so let's do that. Wait a minute, everybody. I see a ladder. The doctor fell from the top of that ladder. From that height, a fall onto a hard surface would probably kill anyone. I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place. Guess you could say he climbed it all the way to heaven. He was building a stairway to heaven. I thought we were going to talk about the nature of the ladder, but I guess not. What are these things on the floor? There are animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things. They remind me of the chalk outlines detectives draw around bodies. And the doctor has just joined them. Now that's what I call dedication to one's field. I don't think it was on purpose. What's this? There's a brown stain on this scroll. Why does it smell like gravy? Why would there be a gravy stain on it? Who knows? But it looks like it's meant to be there. Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend. Food splatter art. That pun wounded me gravely, Dirk. I mean, I know why there's gravy on it, and you know why there's gravy on it, but we know the game will not tell us why there's gravy on it. Anyway, let's look at this. There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure. Whoa, it's moving. Exterminate! Exterminate! Destroy all targets! Exterminate! Scrape, grind. Do I even want to know what this thing is for? It's a Dalek. Actually, no, that doesn't look like a Dalek. I don't even know. Is that... What is that thing? Is that a reference to something? I generally know my Capcom stuff, but I don't understand that reference. What about this? Is this a bird? It looks like an airplane to me. No, there couldn't have been any planes back when this was made. Yes, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. That makes it an airplane. No, it's definitely a bird. Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things. I still say it's a bird. Wait. Is that a little bit like the ladder stepladder debate? We can look at that in a second. Let's look at his computer. BSIOS? This PC is password protected. Trucy, you think your magic can do something about this? I don't think it can override a password. Now, a locked desk. That I could get into. Like yours back at the office, Polly. Yikes, I better watch what I put in there. What? Do you put weird stuff in your desk? Stuff you don't want anyone to see? Jeez, are you a mind reader too? No, but unlocking your thoughts is a cinch. It's nice having Trucy with us again for a change, because she's been so, like, out of focus. Except for the second case of this. It was nice that she got focused there. Look at all those shoes. There are a few pairs of shoes here. I guess there must be an entrance on this floor, too. Yeah, there's a back door over that way, but it's usually locked from what I can tell. The visitor's entrance is up that spiral staircase. That's the way we came in. Okay. And what about this coat? It's a two-tone raincoat. It's still a bit damp. I think someone might have worn it recently. You're right. And he has a book, let's see, Mesopotamia, Egypt, Civilization. Did he get stressed out playing Dead by Daylight and have to go play some Civilization? Is that what he has on his computer? And what's this here? There's a pair of glasses on this little pyramid here. They belong to the doctor. Scientifically speaking, they appear to be your ordinary, run-of-the-mill glasses. I guess they don't pique her interest, scientifically speaking. What about the window out here? What a huge window! I bet you could see the entire study from the outside. How could he concentrate in here? I'd feel so exposed. Well, he does have bookshelf positioned for some privacy around his desk. And what about this? So this is where Dr. Buff died. Poor man, he fell right on his head and probably died almost instantly. I see some blood on the book there, but what's that dark stain? It appears to be coffee. It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently. Perhaps even last night.
That's a mighty big window he's next to. Big enough for someone to see inside.
Exactly. That's how the local resident who reported his death found him to begin with. The doctor's body was visible from outside the window, and a passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they'd found. So you mean this case is still only a few hours old?
That explains why your investigation is just getting underway.
Study photo added to the court record. Study photo? I think I will. Study diagram. Hey, I'm going to do that too. Study diagram. A diagram of the doctor's study. Note the bookcase, large window, and second floor area. I think we've looked at everything we can here. And the wall O references to the old games. Oh wait, what's this? Look, it's one of the doctor's notebooks.
Maybe there's something about the orb in there. It's a photo of the treasure box, the one from Temple's treasure room. These must be his research notes on the Founder's orb.
What's that on the right page? It looks like a poem or something.
Let's see. Oh, it's the song that's performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung during Kuraine's rites of offering since ancient times.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
There is also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein.
It's in a song everyone in Kurain knows? Not much of a way to keep it secret. It's called Hiding Secrets in Plain Sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that.
Huh. That's strange.
What is?
Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during the Dance of Devotion. Most people haven't even heard the second half.
Second half? As in the part that begins, "Offer thy prayers"?
I'm impressed. That's some thorough research he was conducting.
That's interesting. We're connecting a lot of the older cases in this game to this one, and I'm liking that.
It seems the orb isn't here.
That means Dats might be our only lead at this point.
Detective Sky said he might still be in here in the village. We should try to find him.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do, Dirk. I think we should. Let's see what we got going on. May 16th, Kurain Village. Good day to you, citizens of Kurain Village. My name is Paul Atishon. Like, pay attention. Like, Paul Atishon. Oh, no! Oh, no! I was wrong. I said it quickly. Paul Atishon. Oh, no. No. Oh. And I want your vote. Wow, that's really loud. Look, something's coming this way. Paul Atishon, savior of Kurain, has come to... Ah, it's you people.
Apollo, what is that strange conveyance coming this way? Right, left, halt!
It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins? Ace Attorney in there, I know, right? It's a palanquin? It's a Californian palanquin. Yeah! Who the heck is this? So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there? What a bunch of shady-looking characters. And you aren't? So I take it you knew the Doctor? Yeah, it's one of those things that lets you see what Sauron sees. Yes. A palanquin is what Saruman was using when he became corrupted. What a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate here in Khura'in. After all, I am the man who's destined to be king of this fine nation someday. Who are you? And what do you mean, king? Look, he just can't wait to be king, okay? Ignorant fools. I am the politician. I am a soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before.
Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo?
Not that I know of. I'm running for a seat on the local council right now. I guess even Jerk Q Public has to start somewhere. Ouch! Burned him! But my election is a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics. And rider of his grandfather's coattails. Are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead, bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one. Sure. Ah, a pleasant day to you, good people of Khura'in. I am politician. It's time to reclaim the glory of Khura'in together. A convenience store in every corner, a karaoke bar in every home. A vote for politician is a vote for a happier, hopier Khura'in village.
Turn off that infernal racket, you fool! You're a stain on your grandfather's good name!
Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated, as always. I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear. In other words, he's a model politician. Now, where was I? Oh, right. You were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing in there? Actually, he's just going to be inviting, since this is California, he's going to be inviting, President Xi over. And he's going to clean up the streets just for him to show up. Actually, I want you to see my attorney's badge, sir. Actually, I'm a lawyer. You're so shallow. Relying on your badge to impress people. What would you be without it? I pity men like you, who have no sense of self. Real men make their own mark in this world. Says the man who's riding on his grandfather's coattails. Hey, you said that already. All right, Trucy said that, but the same phraseology. All right, let's talk to you, politician. Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning? That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, those imbeciles tire out too quickly.
We'll try harder next time, sir.
Poor guys. They're exhausted and covered in sweat. The Attishan family has been in politics for generations. Even back in the old country. Really? My grandfather, Abe Attishan, was a prominent member of Congress. And he was born right here in Khura'in. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him. All I asked about was his palanquin. You must have heard of the Attishans. I'm even reviving our old country campaigning style. Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Trucy? I don't recall ever reading about them at school. Young people today. You people really need to pay more attention. At least he doesn't have anybody named Com as their first name. The doctor's house. Let's talk about that. So, what business did you have at Dr. Buff's house? He was going to transfer ownership of the Founder's Orb to us. It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Khura'in. The Founder's Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did you?
Wait, what do you know about the orb? Hey, I know that it's mine. That's what. How do you figure that? Because I know it's not the Founder's orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Amy Faye. The Crystal of Amy Faye? That's right. It's been passed down for generations in the Attition family. Until it was stolen, that is. But just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket. So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. So are we going to start getting into the convergence between the Fae branch of the whole spirit channeling thing and the royal family of Kurain spirit channeling? But I've been told the doctor himself said that he had the Founder's orb. That's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the doctor's head with nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Amy Faye being the Founder's orb. Weird foreigner. Could he mean... Is this the foreigner you're talking about? It's Dad's, right? Yes, that's him. I thought so. Now we really have to find Dats. Let's talk about Dats. Do you know where this man is now? I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse. What? Wait, his dog has a dog? Wait, his dog's doghouse. Wait, is that just a way to say that the doghouse? Or does his dog have a house and then the dog has a doghouse for the house? I don't know. Is it bad grammar? Is it weird phrasing? Or am I thinking too hard about it? I don't know. That buffoon. Well, at least we know where he is now. Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founder's orb. So, you really are after my crystal? No, we're looking for the Founder's orb. And we have an agreement to prove it. Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. It's mine. And I intend to give it to my benefactor. Your benefactor? Your benefactor? Oh no. Are you being backed by big spirit channeling? My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence. So you're just gonna give your family heirloom away to this person? That's right. It's a purely political decision. And in exchange, your patron will get the people of Kurain to vote for you? Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all their connections. Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Well, good luck with that, I guess. Hey, you just wait. Politician will reign supreme someday. Okay. Mr. Attition. So, can we go to the detention center? We sure can. May 16th. Detention Center Visitors Room. Hey! Yipes! What's he doing under the desk? Foul cogs of the corrupt regime! I've nothing to say to you! It's me, Dirk. Oh! Dirk! You're a sight for sore eyes! I knew you'd come to save me! Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. My bad. At least the grub here is pretty good compared to that prison back home. You get 3 squares plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me, Dirk? No thanks. They just send me back to Kurain, where I'd face immediate execution. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a good idea. Looks like he's still in the same, too. Long time no see, Dats. Huh? Hey, you look kind of familiar. Apollo? Is it really you, my boy? A to the J, all grown up and whatnot. How've you been? Fine. And you, Dats? You look good, besides the incarceration and all. Those horns, AJ. Horns? They've grown up with you. Just like a stag's antlers. I can't take it. You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there's something we needed to talk to you about. Sure, pull up a chair. I've got all the time in the world. The Slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it. He's rather laid back for someone in police custody. Alright. First, why, AJ, you've become a fine lawyer in your own right. Nah, I still have a lot to learn. Actually, he's a fine lawyer at the Right Anything agency. Oh, not his own right. Ah, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. If I ever went to trial, I'd definitely want you on my side. Knowing you, you'd probably skip town before the trial even started. Yeah, that could be. So let's talk about the orb. Dats, what was the what the doctor had really the Founder's Orb? Absolutely, positively, the doctor was sure of it. Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Amy Faye. He also claims you were filling the doctor's head with lies. This ain't true! The doc said he was sure it was the real deal. All his fancy research confirmed it was the Founder's Orb. So, then that politician character was lying? Imagine that, a politician who lies. I bet he wants the orb all to himself! I wonder who's telling the truth. Well, take a look at this! It proves the doc believed he had the Founder's Orb. Let me see that. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons. If I will come to no harm. Signed, Dr. Archie Buff. See, I got it all down in writing. But Dats, why does it say, if I will come to no harm at the end here? Sounds like he was scared of you. Dats, did you threaten the doctor in any way? No, you got it all wrong. It was the doc's friend. He told the old man us rebels were dangerous. It's his fault the doc thought I might hurt him. Sounds like the work of that politician. He's really made a mess of things. Hashtag believe all dats. Yeah, I believe all dats. I sure do. Orb transfer agreement states, I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. The reason for arrest. What have you done now, Dats? Nothing! I'm innocent, I tell you. It all started when this dog-faced cop tried to question me. He looked so funny, I started laughing at him. That's when they came after me. But it was hilarious, I tell you. I mean, a human police dog? How funny is that? Right, so what happened after that? They caught me hiding in a doghouse. Dang, Pooch ratted me out. I guess that's what I get for laughing at one of his doggy comrades. Sounds like the dog got the last laugh. Dats, weren't you cleared of those jailbreak charges? And your capture by Lady Kira deemed unlawful? Yeah, but the cops here don't seem to like me anyway. What are the charges this time? Unauthorized entry or something like that. They think I'm an illegal alien. And I can't prove otherwise because I lost my passport. Is there any way they'd let you go? Not without my passport. If only I had it. Dirk, AJ, you gotta find my passport. All right, well, we'll find it. One more thing to add to our to-do list. Now, where might Dats's passport be? Oh, about the orb's whereabouts. Maybe the doc's kid knows something. The doctor is a kid? Yeah, a bit of a shut-in, though. The poor thing's own bedroom has become like a self-imposed prison. A shut-in? Sounds like it'll be a challenge just to get a conversation going. Time for your questioning. Follow me. It must be lunchtime. Today is fried chicken, if I'm not mistaken. You'll get your lunch if you behave yourself. Dirk, AJ, I'll see you guys around. Only lead now is Dr. Buff's kid. But luring a shut-in out is not gonna be easy, I know. Yeah, you know, because you had to deal with the artist girl from Case 4 of the first Apollo Justice. But for now, let's go to the doctor's study, because I think we need to get into... because Trucy can pick the lock, right? Of the suitcase. May 16th, Karine Village, doctor's study. Oh, it's you again. Looking for Mr. Wright? He was just here a second ago. He was? What was Daddy doing here? Good question. He said he was looking for something. Did he say anything else? Also, I noticed the helicopter right there. Let me think. Something about how his ride never showed up at the airport? Yes, that was it. I guess Athena really did get lost. But what's Daddy doing all the way out here in the first place? Can't be looking for us, since no one told him we'd be here. Well, if you're here to take another look around, be my guest. I have other work to do, so if you'll excuse me. Of course, thanks, Emma. First and foremost, we'd better find Detz's passport. We should also have a word with Dr. Buff's child. Hey, is it just me, or is there something new in here? Oh, you mean that thing? Yeah, we should take a closer look at it, too. Let's not forget about Detz's passport. It should be around here somewhere. I'm guessing it's in his suitcase. But first, let's look at this. What's this? A model helicopter? Don't you know anything, Apollo? It's a drone. They're all the rage right now. I bet it belongs to the doctor's kid. We need to ask him about the orb's whereabouts. Yeah, but luring out a shut-in isn't going to be easy. Okay, now let's see. That's his suitcase. Maybe his passport's in there. Ah, it's no good. It's locked tight. We should have asked him for the key. What are we going to do about Datz's passport? It's probably right there inside his suitcase, but we can't get it open. Why don't I take it over to Dad so he can unlock it? That way, you guys can continue looking for the orb. Good thinking, Trucy. Okay, here I go. Oh, huh? What the? Ooh, this thing weighs a ton. Let me try. Jeez, how can a suitcase be so heavy? Is it filled with bricks or something? Knowing Dad, he probably packed his dumbbells in there. It's certainly much too heavy to lug all the way to the detention center. Here, let me take a crack at that lock. What, are you gonna pick it? There you go. That was fast. Ha 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 ha! A lock like that is child's play to me. Especially after all the wrongly imprisoned compatriots I've busted out over the years. You've sure seen a lot of action for an ex-lawyer. And here we go. That's his passport. I'll take it over to him. Thanks, Trucy. No problem. Now you guys enjoy some quality father-son treasure hunting time, okay? See you later. I thought Trucy was gonna pick it. There she goes. I wish she wouldn't make such a big deal out of our little family situation. Father-son time, eh? Been ages since we've had a father-son talk, huh, son? Yeah, well, over a decade.
So, Apollo, how have you been?
Fine. I'm fine, I guess.
Is that so? Fine, you say? Well, fine is fine by me. Good to hear.
Okay. So what do we talk about now?
Well, get down. Hit the dirt, son. Huh? What the? Ah! Oh. Oh.
Wait, what happened? Is Mini Liquid Snake attacking us?
Speak to me, son. Say something. Oh, that smarts.
You maggots! What do you think you're doing invading buff airspace? It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before you get past me, you yellow-bellied yahoos! Whoa. It can talk? What kind of drone is this anyway? Ah! Drone nothing. That's Sergeant Buff to you, soldier!
You got that, you lowly grunts?
Ow, what the who now?
Buff. Sounds like the doctor's son is behind the controls.
He's controlling this thing?
Apollo, let's play along for now. At least until we can get the information we need out of him.
Got it. You know, I hate politician. Yeah, he doesn't seem like a nice guy, does he? Sergeant Buff?
Sergeant Buff, sir! You forgot to say sir! Ain't you never seen a war movie before?
Oh, right. Let me try that again. Sergeant Buff, sir!
Better, much better. Now, state your name, unit, and rank, soldier.
Oh, I'm Apollo Justice. I serve at the Write Anything Agency. And my rank is, fledgling lawyer, sir?
Affirmative, Private Justice.
Private?
Listen up, diaper baby. Your commanding officer's orders are absolute. Disobedience means a one-way trip to the firing squad. Do I make myself clear? Sir? Yes, sir. Good, good. We might make a man out of you yet, Private. Now for you, Cyclops. Huh? Oh, you want my name, unit, and rank too? I'm Dirk Sudmati. I command the rebel group, the Defiant Dragons, and my rank is, leader, sir. Excellent. Welcome aboard, Commander Dirk. Wait a second. What's with that ridiculous mop you call a head? Shoulders should be clean cut. Sorry, but this is my signature look. I'm not gonna... Whoa! Fine. I'll get a haircut before we ship out. Listen up, you. It's kill or be killed out on that battlefield. No place for leave-in conditioners. All you've got is your life, and you're lucky to have that.
He's oddly obsessed with field survival for someone who never goes outdoors.
This is gonna be harder than I thought, son.
We are talking to a helicopter. That's great. Why don't you look at my attorney's badge?
What insubordination! Ah! Petty trinkets have no place in Buff's army, soldier. Now drop it, give me 20.
Sheesh, at least let me show the evidence before you shoot it down. All right. What about do you know anything about the research notes? No? Never mind. All right, let's talk. Sergeant Buff. Are you controlling that drone from your room, sir?
Affirmative. But I can see everything you do from here, so... Tail on hunt, soldier! Wipe that stupid look off your face! I'm gonna whip you sheltered peaceniks into shape!
With what? Your charming personality? Look, it's got a camera and speakers, too. And that's not all, Commander. With these arms, I can cook and clean, too. Speaking of which, Private Justice, you're on latrine duty. Snap to it on the double. As if I don't see enough of the toilet back at the office. Alright, a helicopter drone operated by the doctor's kid, equipped with a camera and a microphone. Alright. That thing's pretty handy. Us Defiant Dragons could use one of those. Yes, it is a fine piece of hardware, isn't it? I modified it especially for siege defense. Siege defense? You mean how you won't leave your room? Ah! Holding up in a stronghold to defend against an enemy is an age-old military tactic. A timeless strategy still applicable in modern warfare. I hope you're not trying to mock the wisdom of my forefathers. I meant no offense. It was just an observation. So the greenhorn, who ain't even discharged a firearm's got something to say, does he? Sorry, it won't happen again, sir. Darn tootin'. Now, state your intentions, soldier. The location of the orb. We had an agreement with your father. He had promised to hand over the Founder's orb to us. What? Papa promised you that? He did, but he died before he could tell us where it's hidden. Now we have no idea where it is. Oh! Huh? Papa, why? Why'd you have to die? It was an unfortunate accident. And I'm sorry for your loss. If it helps at all, I know how you feel, Sergeant, but... Ah! What did I do now? You insignificant maggot! What would an unseasoned rookie like you know about how I feel? First I lost Mama, and now I've lost Papa. You lost your mother, too? She's been gone for some time now. I'm all alone now. All alone. Sergeant Buff, would you tell us a little bit more about what happened to your mother? Yeah, let's talk about your mother. Mama passed away about 6 months ago. We were still living in our apartment in the city. Back then, I had yet to engage my siege defense strategy. In other words, something caused him to withdraw from the world. It was arson. Arson, huh? It happened so suddenly, and before we knew it, our apartment was a sea of flames. Mama and I were trapped inside. But help never came. So Mama cradled me in her arms, kicked out a window, and jumped. She did what? She was like a walking, talking medal of valor. My Mama was. She delivered me safely to terra firma with a perfectly executed PLF. It's a 5-point landing technique used by paratroopers to land safely on the ground. She sounds like a superhero or something. But from that height, she suffered massive injuries in order to protect me. She died so that I could live. Oh! Mama! I don't know what to say. And the person who started the fire? He was immediately apprehended. They say he was standing outside laughing while the building burned. At least justice was served. I hope that brought you some solace. I've lost both my parents now. You can't possibly know how I feel. Mama, Papa. Poor kid. It's hard losing both your parents at such a young age. He must really feel alone now. Apollo, I imagine you know what he's going through. I do? The road to recovery begins by talking to someone who's suffered the same hardship. I know you have something that shows you understand. Oh, I know what he's talking about. The picture? Yeah. Sergeant, sir, would you please take a look at this? What do we have here? It's a photo of my father. I wasn't even a year old when he died in a fire. What? And like your mother, he died in an arsonist's blaze. But in his final moments, he managed to save his infant son. Private Justice, you've suffered a loss just like mine? I have. And that's why I know how you feel. But you still have your mother, don't you? No, I lost her too. What? She disappeared after the fire. I don't know if she's still alive or dead. Heck, I don't even know what she looks like. And we do. Wow. Sergeant Buff, his experience is very much like your own. If anyone can understand the sadness in your heart, it's him. Attention! I salute you, Comrade Justice. You are no longer a private in the Buff Army. Henceforth, you will be a corporal. Corporal? Congratulations on your promotion, Corporal Justice. I'm just glad that seemed to cheer him up a bit. Now, comrade, let's toast to your new stripes. And call me Sarge. Don't be shy. We're a band of brothers now. Now's our chance, Corporal. Ask him about the Founder's Orb. Dirk's getting way too much of a kick out of this. Alright, location of the orb. Sarge, sir, do you have any idea where the orb might be? It was here in Papa's study until last night, but he said he was going to go hide it somewhere. He mentioned something about a shady character being after it. Where do you think he could have hidden it? Somewhere in the village, I guess. He said he'd found a suitable hiding place for it. So it was here last night? That is, until he went out to hide it somewhere in the village. The only question is, where? Maybe he left some clue here in his study. Let's search the place again. We should also find out more about Dr. Buff. It might steer us toward the hiding place. Well, let's ask. So, Sarge, what was your father like? Papa was as kind as Mama was courageous. His whole reason for moving to the countryside was for me. What do you mean? I initiated my siege defense strategy after Mama died. Papa was so worried about me, he moved us here to the countryside. He thought the fresh air, blue skies, and natural surroundings might alter my tactics. What a fine father. He even quit his position at the university to move here. He did? He did. He gave up his beloved research position just for me. A parent must be prepared to sacrifice everything for his child. That's what Papa said. Well, I'm feeling about 2 inches tall right now. There's no one in the world I respected more than him. But that just makes his passing all the more devastating. Papa, may you continue your beloved research up there with the angels. All right. Up there. Sarge, sir, do you ever read these books? Why, of course. Soldiers must have extensive knowledge as well as fighting prowess. I'm learning all I can each and every day in preparation for the big battle. The big battle? For when I go back to school. I'll need to be up to date on every subject. Stuff like, the latest comics and Hollywood gossip. Oh, I see. What about reading, writing, and arithmetic? Well, I'm rooting for you, Sarge. Thanks. I'll try my best. All right. It's a raincoat. It's a bit wet and there's fresh mud on it. That must mean someone wore it recently. Indeed, maybe even as recently as last night. Sarge, did it rain here last night? Negative. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. Then how did this raincoat get all muddy and wet? When I saw it last evening, it looked pretty clean and dry to me. That means it got like this later at night. Good eye, son. This may very well turn out to be a vital clue. Seems the doctor wore this last night. Bears a distinctive yellow and green two-tone design. Okay. And what about the computer? Could you give us the password? This computer could provide some useful information. Drat, it's password protected. Dirk, you're good at getting into places you're not supposed to. Don't look at me. I don't know the first thing about computers. Leave it to me. A modern-day warrior must be well-versed in technology and have mean pride. After all, he who controls information controls the battlefield. I like the reference there. Hey, and I'm in. Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too. Okay, let's see what we can find. Oh, what's this? An email message? An email message, eh? Now, this is interesting. It's a research report to whoever asked the doctor to study the orb. Here, I put the data on this. Take it and use it well, soldier. Email added to the court record. Data obtained from the doctor's computer includes a report on his research into the Founder's orb. Okay. Oh, maybe he'll tell us what this is. Exterminate! Exterminate! Destroy all humans! What's this thing's problem? It's an part, an out-of-place artifact. Papa won it in an online auction. An online auction? Yes, he said it's an alien weapon that destroyed an entire ancient civilization. Where do I even start with an explanation like that? An art? Okay. If that's a reference to something, I will completely admit that I'm missing it. But okay, anyway. Is your room upstairs, Sarge? Yes, it's the one at the end of the hall. What do you say you come out so we can enjoy a snack together? But I promise we won't bite. If you insist. Then I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. No, wait! Turk, you better apologize quick. I'm sorry for pushing. Very well. As long as you don't do it again, I'll let it slide this one time. Alright, and what's next? This? It's Datz's suitcase. It's full of survival gear and questionable souvenirs. But we already got his passport, so we can leave it be for now. Alright. Is there anything else that Sarge can talk to us about? Oh yeah, the Amy urn. This urn with Amy painted on it looks really old, but I don't think it's going to provide any info we need. Oh, okay. Let's go to... Well, hang on. Bears a distinctive... Okay. Is there anything else look for leads in the Founder's Orb in the study, and then look for the Founder's Orb. So we haven't finished looking at everything in the study yet. Ah, yeah, what about this? Are these the doctors? Yes, those are Papa's reading glasses. He said he'd been having trouble reading lately, but those glasses seem to help. Reading glasses, hey? I'll just hold on to these. Turk, don't tell me you're having trouble reading, too. Perish the thought! I just don't want to leave any stone unturned. The doctor's poor eyesight meant he couldn't read anything without these. They were found on his desk. Okay. So we just took his glasses. Nice. Wait. Something... Oh, yeah. It's a shoe cubby. These shoes look like they belong to Sarge and his dad. Ah, these boots here are a little damp. And it looks like there's something inside this one. Maybe Dr. Buff wore them last night. They might lead us to where he hid the orb. Let's take a closer look. All right. The soles, maybe? There's a question mark on the bottom of this boot. Papa had those custom made for his archaeological fieldwork. He had the soul of an adventurer. This boot had the soul of an adventurer, too. Oh, it does have... Yeah, there is like a question mark motif. That's good to know. We might get a better look inside if we undid these straps. Oh, what's this? It looks like some kind of glowing moss. It could have come from wherever the doctor went last night. Must have gotten in with some of that mud. Might be worth looking into. If it'll help us pinpoint where the doctor hid the orb. The glowing moss stuck to the insole of the doctor's boot. It probably got there when he went to hide the Founder's Orb. Okay, let's go over what we've learned so far. Wherever it was that Dr. Buff went, he needed a raincoat. And it was somewhere where this glowing moss grows. Any idea where that might be, Sarge? Negative, comrade. I hate to say my intel's a little thin on this one. I've been occupied with my siege defense strategy since we moved to the village. Well, son, it seems we have no other choice. We'll have to ask the locals if they know of a place like that. Well, that sounds like we're going back to Crine Village. May 16th, Crine Village. I noticed there's politician posters everywhere now. Ugh. It feels like somebody's watching me, and it's really creeping me out. Oh, it's just politicians' campaign posters. When did he put these up? Whatever, I've got more important things to be paying attention to. What great weather! It really lifts the spirits. I know. After our little treasure hunt. What do you say we go hunting, son? Hunting? We used to do that a lot, didn't we? Just look at that mountain. I bet there are some feisty wild boars up there. I think I'll pass, but thanks. Oh, so hunting's a no-go. Well, I guess that wild boar stew will have to wait then. Apollo? Something seems different from the last time we were here. You mean the posters? No, not those. What's he talking about? I guess I should take a look around myself. Does he mean this? The easel? What do we have here? It looks like an unfinished picture, like something a little kid might paint. You're right, but I can't quite tell what it's of. I think it's supposed to be a nighttime, but what's that thing on the left? A monster? Or some kind of alien, perhaps? In any case, it's a pretty poor excuse for a drawing. Well, what do you expect from a little kid? little kid? Oh, it's Pearl! Huh? Oh, it's you, Pearl. Huh? Mr. Apollo, is that you? What a pleasant surprise! It's been quite some time. How have you been? Fine, thanks. You're looking good too, Pearl.
Aren't you going to introduce me, son?
Of course. This is Pearl Fay. She's a spirit medium here in Kurine Village. Pearl, this is Dirk, my, client. Hello, sir. Pleased to meet you. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. So that was her drawing.
Nice to meet you, too. And what a polite little girl you are.
Actually, I'm a high schooler.
Whoops. Sorry about that. So, you're a spirit medium? Does that mean you can channel spirits, then?
Yes, I'm still in training, though. But I'm well versed in the art of spirit channeling.
Well, now, isn't that something? I mean, back in my country, our little princess hasn't channeled a single spirit yet. Pretty impressive, young lady.
Oh, but compared to Mystic Maya, there's so much more I must learn. Mystic Maya? Oh, right, Maya Fey. Mr. Wright's former courtroom assistant. He told me all about her. She's a spirit medium, too, if memory serves. Yes, she's an amazing medium, and soon she'll be the next head of the Fey clan, too. Mediums and spirit channeling. I've heard all about it from Mr. Wright. He said that mediums will even physically become the person they're channeling. I wonder if even little Pearl would turn into a hulking giant if she had to channel one. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what brings you all the way out here, Mr. Apollo? Oh, just a small matter to take care of. Wait, would it happen to be the matter Mr. Edgeworth is looking into? Prosecutor Edgeworth? What's he doing here? Oh, so it's a different matter then. Wait, Edgeworth is here? Is he going to be in this case? Because I just saw him a moment ago. He appeared to be searching for something. Oh, he's actually here right now. Wow. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth is a friend of Mr. Wright's and the district's chief prosecutor. Why would he be here in Kurine? Well, no point obsessing over it. Come to think of it, you live here in Kurine Village, don't you, Pearl? Yes, I was born and raised here.
This is perfect, Apollo. Let's ask the young lady if she knows where the doctor might have gone last night.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe I should show her what we found in the doctor's study. Also, it is not lost on me that the picture was of this exact coat. But first, I think they want us to show the glowing moss. So let's do that first, shall we? Pearl, do you have any idea where this moss might grow? That looks like Mitama moss. Wait, Mitama? It grows on Mount Mitama and gives off a soft glow in the dark. Mount Mitama? See that mountain over there? That's Mount Mitama.
And how would one get there?
You can take a bus from that bus stop over there. May I ask why you're so interested in that moss? Well, Dr. Buff was supposed to give us something, but it seems he hid it somewhere last night. He did? Maybe that's why he, Pearl, do you know something that might help us? Well, sounds like I better find out what she knows. Where the Kurine Village? Let's talk about that.
What a peaceful place. Nothing beats mountain air.
Many of the villagers have left for the city, but I just love it here. Blue skies, lush forests, star-filled skies at night, and fireflies in the summer. Plus, the big, beautiful blue ocean is just beyond that mountain.
The ocean? What do you say we go for a swim, son?
Oh, I think I'll pass. Besides, I can't swim. Pearl? Kurine Village is like the home of spirit mediums, right? Yes. And I'm part of a long line of mediums. I've never seen a channeling before, but is it possible to channel the spirit of anyone who's passed away? No, not just anyone. You must know their face and true name. Really? You can channel a spirit just by knowing their face and name? That's an amazing ability. It is. But it can only be learned by those with a gift occurring in certain bloodlines, in years of intense training. At present, Mystic Maya and I are the only ones in our village who can channel spirits.
Looks like spirit mediums are highly valued here, much like they are back in Kurine.
I heard there used to be many more of us a long time ago, but now we're in very short supply. Most of the women nowadays don't want to stay. They want the thrill of the big city. Yeah, well, you guys aren't exactly close to any shopping malls or nightclubs out here. But what about you? Are you not interested in things like that? Who, me? Well, I wouldn't mind a new outfit or two. And, well, oh, never mind. It's okay, Pearl. You are at that age after all. Let's see, where the doctor went, or Paul. Let's talk about where the doctor went. Pearl, do you have any idea where Dr. Buff might have gone last night? Well, about that. All I know is Dr. Buff was somewhere on Mount Mitama. Oh! My bracelet. It's reacting. Which means Pearl is hiding something from me. Let's see. Tell us the truth, Pearl. All I know is Dr. Buff was somewhere. So where's her... Let's listen again. She's looking to the left and right. Is that part of her normal animation? Yeah, that's normal. Okay. Oh. Wait a minute. She's doing something with her hand. Let's see. I think we got it. The hand. Yeah, the hand is not moving right now. But when she started talking about he was somewhere on... Yeah. Gotcha. Pearl, you seem uneasy about something. Anyone would feel uneasy being stared at like that. Huh?
But I'd be unnerved too. I mean, your eyes are practically popping out of your head.
I get it. I'll tone it down a little. Guess I was wrong. Really? I was wrong about that? Maybe I just... Because I got it, I think. I got the thumb thing. Let's see. Let's try it again. Because... on... Oh! It's like a... There's like a blotch of paint, right? Pearl, you seem anxious around the topic of Mount Mitama. I could tell because you'd rub your thumb over a splotch of dried paint, as you said. Oh, well, that nighttime painting is yours, isn't it? This is so embarrassing. As you saw, I'm not a very good artist. But that picture has nothing to do with Dr. Buff. I'm not so sure about that. In fact, I'm going to guess that while you were out here painting last night, you actually saw the good doctor heading out to Mount Mitama from the bus stop. No, I didn't see anything like that. I swear. No, I'm positive you saw the doctor. After all, he's right here in your picture.
Yeah, he's the guy there. That's... there.
You think that's the doctor?
I may not be a very good artist, but at least I know how to draw a person. Okay, if this isn't a person, then what is it?
That's a rain spirit.
And what's a rain spirit doing at a bus stop?
Oh, rain spirits have places to go to.
This is getting ridiculous. Sorry, Pearl, but you're not a very good liar. That is Dr. Buff, and this piece of evidence proves it. His raincoat. This is the raincoat we found in the doctor's study. It's still wet and muddy, so we know that someone wore it last night. Now, see how this pattern is the same as the rain spirit in your picture?
Ah!
You didn't see a rain spirit last night. You saw Dr. Buff wearing this raincoat.
Ah! I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to lie, but...
Oh ho. All right. Where the doctor went.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you before, Mr. Apollo, but I did see the doctor last night.
It's all right. Just please tell me everything you know.
Of course. I was painting out here last night when the doctor came up to the bus stop. He was wearing a raincoat even though it wasn't raining,
And a helmet with a light on it. Sounds like he was well prepared for something.
I know. That's why I asked him if he was going off exploring again.
He looked startled, like he hadn't noticed me there. And then suddenly he said,
"Please don't tell anyone you saw me here."
Why would he want to silence you like that?
Something must have happened to spook him, and he didn't want anyone to know where he was going to hide the orb.
But where could he have been going dressed like that?
My best guess is a cave somewhere on Mount Mitama.
I heard there's a cave there where mediums of the Korean tradition went to train long ago. Legend has it, there are some sort of mystical ruins in there. Mystical ruins? Sounds like the exact sort of place an archaeologist might go. Wait, this isn't the ruins from the bridge to the turnabout, right? These are different ruins? Right? Hard to say. Politician. Oh, we met this weirdo earlier named Politician. Do you know anything about him?
Yes, he's been campaigning a lot around here lately, and the noise he's been making has become quite a problem. People are especially upset that he's campaigning at all hours of the night and day.
Well, the local police should arrest him for disturbing the peace.
Unfortunately, there's little they can do because the Attition family is so powerful. Well, isn't he the proverbial pampered provincial prince? He seems pretty intent on winning here in Kurine. Is there some special reason why? I'm not sure, but I have an idea. The spirit mediums of Kurine once held considerable sway in the political world. Judging by his slogan, maybe that's what he's after. Great, so he's just another politician seeking powerful connections.
The ability to commune with the dead gives comfort to those anxious about the future. Tiny Kurine has preserved its independence by the Queen's power of spirit channeling. It must play a similar role in this village.
Yes, even today, many here revere those with spirit medium blood flowing in their veins. So basically, as Politician's benefactor goes, so goes the whole village. Who is this benefactor? Who could hold this much sway over Kurine Village? Well, we should get going now, but thanks for all your help, Pearl. You're welcome, Mr. Apollo. Please take care.
What do you say we go find that cave, son? I sense that the orb might finally be within our grasp.
This treasure hunt is shaping up to be the real deal.
Really gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
May 16th, Mount Mitama, the cave entrance. Whew, I'm all out of breath. So they trekked all the way. I see the glowing moss there. That's interesting.
Oh, come on, that was nothing. And you're so much younger than me.
I don't normally get this much exercise.
Need a break?
No, I'm fine.
Turk, look!
There's Mitama moss growing in that cave over there.
This must be where the doctor was last night. Let's take a look inside.
May 16th, Mount Mitama Cave.
I can't see a thing. Relax, your eyes will adjust eventually. Now follow me.
I really think we need a flashlight, Dirk.
Should have brought one along then, son.
Here, use mine. Thanks! Wait. Were you holding out on me?
Who are you talking to, Apollo?
You?
Whoa!
Someone just pushed me.
Apollo? What the? Apollo!
Ah! What happened?
Oh, are you alright, son?
Yeah.
Looks like someone got the drop on us. Quite literally.
But who? I mean, we could have died from that fall.
I don't know. But I don't think we'll be getting out of the way we came in. Looks like we're in a pretty deep cave. Nothing to do but press on, son.
How can you even see in here?
Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait! One false step and we're dead. What in the world should we do? Wait here, go forward, or climb back up. Well, not much to do, but go forward, I'm assuming. Is this going to turn into a text adventure? That would be pretty funny. That's one of my favorite moments in Nier, when the game just suddenly becomes a text adventure for a little bit. Now go forward. I guess we keep going. There must be some path for Dr. Buff to follow when he came to hide the orb.
Right. By the way, it looks like our attacker left us with this useful parting gift.
What? So you got attacked and they gave you a flashlight? From lawyer to spelunker, how do I always get myself into these situations? We're never gonna make it out alive, I hope you know.
Don't tell me you're scared, son. We're just getting started.
The greatest treasures are only ever found at the point of a blade, or the edge of a cliff. Yeah, sure. If I'd known I'd wind up at the bottom of some dark, damp cave, I would have never taken your request, Dirk.
Save your breath, Apollo. Just keep putting one foot ahead of the other.
There'd really better be a way out of here.
We'll find one before you know it. You'll see.
And 30 minutes later, May 16th, Mount Mitama Cave. Oh, we've been walking for over an hour. It's like a maze in here. I couldn't get back to where we started if we wanted to.
Yeah, this cave goes deeper than I thought.
Wait, don't tell me there really is no way out.
Where's there's a will, there's a way.
Ever the optimist, aren't you? Maybe we should cut our losses while we still can. Forge ahead, turn back, or put my foot down. Let's put his foot down. I want to see what happens.
I'm not taking another step, Dirk.
Come on now, be reasonable.
No, I'm done, and that's final. I remember when you used to throw tantrums like this. But, well, I'm not a child anymore. There, it's okay. Daddy'll buy you anything you want once we get home, son.
I'd better quit while I still have some manhood left to salvage. But it doesn't seem like Dirk's about to quit anytime soon. Even still, maybe we should cut our losses while we still can.
Keep going. Even if we were to turn back, we wouldn't make it all that wall of a solid rock. So I guess we should keep going. How did I get stuck wandering around in a dark cave again? It's definitely not in my job description.
Listen, son. Only the truly accomplished have the luxury of being so choosy. When I was just starting out, I did everything from street performing to yak milking.
And that helped you become an accomplished attorney how?
It didn't. But when you need to earn a living, you'll take on any job just to survive. Say, how is your career going, by the way?
Well, it's been a harrowing adventure so far, to say the least. My first trial really put me through the ringer. And my next case had me investigating a pair of stolen panties. Hey! And just when I was hitting my stride, this one prosecutor branded me as Hair Forehead. It's Clavier. Oh, and there's this other ridiculous prosecutor who wields a samurai sword.
Sounds like you've seen quite a bit.
You're telling me. Again, we're not giving any specific details, of course.
Listen, Apollo. I'm sorry I didn't contact you for so long.
It's fine, Dirk. What happened, happened.
Huh? Careful. The ground doesn't feel as solid here. What? Yikes! The cave floor's collapsing! Ah! Not again! Ah!
I like how, compared to Phoenix's initial summary, Apollo's kind of seems lame. Oh no, this one prosecutor called me Hair Forehead. Versus, oh yeah, you know, one of my childhood friends turned into a heartless prosecutor who was forging evidence to win at any cost, and then his mentor tried to frame him for a murder he committed and covered up a murder that he committed like when the kid was little, and he murdered his father and stuck him in an elevator, and now he has a traumatic fear of elevators and earthquakes. And then after I got him arrested, his daughter showed up and declared vengeance on me and was gonna take me out. And then I had this really lame case about a circus that I hated, and then one of my clients turned out to actually be guilty, and then he kidnapped Maya, and I had to deal with a hitman. And yeah, so it's like, I don't know. So far, I would say of the two, Phoenix has had the rougher time. May 16th, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Hey, Apollo, can you hear me?
Dirk? Huh? Where are we? Whoa. What is this place? Hey, this sounds like the Kurine theme, but like modernized. What is this place? I've seen this. This is going to end badly. If this was like a found footage movie, this would be like where the camera gets dropped and then the cast gets killed.
I was shocked too. These ruins look really old.
It's not exactly something you'd expect to find in the middle of a cave system, that's for sure. Maybe the doctor hid the orb around here? I mean, those look like footprints over there.
Son, I think our little adventure is about to pay dividends.
Saxnot is going to pop up from behind that altar. Oh my gosh, this is. Yes, this is a callback to last year.
Time to find that orb.
Any ideas? I wonder what this place was for before it was, well, ruins.
I'm guessing it was a place for spirit mediums to perform their last rites. But earthquakes and the changing landscape eventually buried it.
If you're right, that would mean it hasn't been used in ages. Okay. Let's do some examining. That's some driftwood. Driftwood? How'd that get in here? How did I know it was driftwood?
By drifting on in, I'd assume. The only question is, from where?
And what is that? A water bottle? What's a plastic bottle doing here?
There's seaweed stuck to it, which means it probably came from the ocean. It's possible this cavern is connected to the sea somehow.
That means this is the cavern of microplastics. Be careful. RFK is going to come in here and get rid of all of the high fructose stone syrup. So that's the hole we fell through? Doesn't look like we'll be going back that way. We're lucky we survived the fall from way up there.
Indeed. If that hole hadn't been above the lake, we'd be history. You passed out the moment you hit the water.
Yeah, well, water's not really my thing.
This cavern is solid rock all around. Looks like we either go back through that hole or find some other way out.
Why am I always between a rock and a hard place? Oh, wait a minute. Footprints. These have got to be the doctor's footprints. They match the bottoms of the boots we saw in his study.
So we made it all the way down here. The water's washed most of them away, but his footprints are everywhere.
Really? Because these are the only set I see.
He must have been looking for something. Ah, those prints. They're coming out of that lake.
Hey, you're right. But that would mean Dr. Buff came walking out of the water. So that means that it is tide. When the tide comes in, the tide goes out. It's a big stone altar. One false move and some god might come and smite us. See, what did I tell you? And what did you say? It's Saxnot. We know.
Oh, come on. It's not all doom and gloom.
I dare you to look at our surroundings and say that again, Dirk.
Ha! You got me there, son.
Dear gods, please smite me now. But what about this? This box looks pretty new. I'm guessing the doctor's the one who brought it down here.
It's no good. It's locked tight.
There's no way to open it?
Doesn't look like it. There isn't even a keyhole. Which means there must be some trick to opening it.
We'll have to figure it out if we want to see what's inside. But we can't figure it out, though? What's that? This lake looks really deep. I can't even see the bottom. A bottomless lake in the depths of a mountainous cave system. My blood runs cold at the thought of falling in there.
The water, it's salty. This lake may very well lead to the ocean.
Didn't Pearl mention something about the ocean? Like how it's on the other side of the mountain? Can't imagine she meant it literally.
Let's sum up what we know so far. The orb is almost definitely inside this box contraption that we can't open. As for this cave, there doesn't seem to be any way out.
We're this close to the orb.
Oh, come on now, son. Don't be like that. It's just a bit of bad luck, that's all.
A bit? Murphy called. He wants his law back.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
How can he laugh at a time like this?
We're stuck here for now, so we might as well try to open this thing.
Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. This thing is covered with pictures. And hey, each section also rotates.
Take a look at this, son. See the picture of the dragon battling a tiger? And this green and purple one is of a Kuraine's butterfly and a Mitama. I wonder if they're clues for figuring out how to open this box.
I wonder if we happen to have a, the research notes about this. When Dragon and Tiger battle the Founder, offers divine protection. Yeah, okay, we'll get back to that. I think that's an easy one, but let's see.
There's a big button here. Huh? Nothing happened.
So that's what we press.
It appears this box uses a picture-based combination lock. We'll have to arrange the pictures on each side in the correct sequence.
Let's see. There's the dragon and tiger fight, a Chinese butterfly with a Mitama,
and a number of other pictures, too.
Dirk, I was thinking, maybe we should check the evidence we've collected so far. I think we have something that just might help us open it.
You read my mind, son.
I think this will help us open the puzzle box. The research notes. Dr. Buff's research notes mention the Song of Ceremony. Maybe its lyrics and the pictures on the box correspond somehow.
I think you're onto something, son.
Okay, let's give it a shot. So, okay.
Each dial has 6 pictures, and there are 4 dials in all. This box should open once the pictures are arranged in the right order.
Funky puzzle box.
Here comes justice!
Alright. Oh man, this feels like a Resident Evil puzzle now. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. These two. And let's see. Research notes. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. So that makes sense. Because it's the faceless, the Holy Mother. And then the last is, descending upon us in all her glory, the Founder bestows the greatest power. Wait a minute. Is it this? Your tiger looks all, like, messed up? Oh yeah, we need the dragon and the tiger fighting. Right? When dragon and tiger battle, the Founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return. Hang on. Prayers as fervent as fire. So is there anything fire like that? That seems... Because they're doing the pose from 2 cases ago, right? And then, descending upon us in all her glory, the Founder bestows the greatest power. So there we go. I think this is it. Let's see.
It won't open. Maybe the pictures aren't in the right order. The case should open if the pictures are arranged properly, but...
I know. I should carefully consider which part of the song corresponds to which picture. Also, I guess I can zoom in and out with N to help me see the pictures a bit better. Not that I need to or anything, thanks to the amazing lighting in this cave. Because of the glowing moss. I know it's because of the glowing moss, but also because it's for narrative convenience sake. Okay, so first off, the dragon and the tiger, that's got to be right. The butterfly with the Mitama has to be right. Let's see. So... Hang on, what does it say? Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Well, I noticed you... This is weird. Wait. Is it like that? Because they're praying and then there's the Holy Mother, right? Offer prayers, because there's like okay, there's like a left to right sort. Well, no, not really.
Yeah. Can I want to... Wait. That's wrong. Right? Won't open. Yeah, I know. I wanted to hit court record, not research notes. Okay. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return. Let's try this. This is harder than I imagined. I thought all we had to do was to arrange the pictures according to the song.
It's times like these you have to think outside the puzzle box.
Okay.
Sometimes the truth can only be found when you look at things from a different angle.
A different angle. I'm gonna think of it. One of the pictures from the song is missing. Does this mean the pictures don't line up exactly 1-to-1? Ah, there's the hint. So, I think that's right. This is partial. Okay, so let's try it. Oh. There it is.
It opened.
So this is the Founder's Orb.
We did it, son. The orb is finally ours.
Founder's Orb updated in the court record.
At last, the Founder's Orb is ours. And it's all thanks to you, son. Well done. Then again, I'd expect nothing less from my boy.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Don't sell yourself short. You may think it's nothing, but your insights and reasoning led us here. And I'd say that's truly impressive.
I don't know about that.
All those battles you fought in the courtroom have shaped you into the man you are today. And I couldn't be prouder.
Will you cut it out already? Before I turn into a sun-ripened tomato.
With this orb, I can finally deliver a fatal blow to the Garon regime.
So, how exactly do you plan on using it? You're not going to try to become a spirit medium, are you?
Don't be ridiculous. I don't need supernatural powers like that.
So then, are you going to use it as a bargaining chip with Queen Garon? Like demanding she abolishes the Defense Culpability Act?
Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but the main thing is returning this to the kingdom of Kurine. After all, as a sacred relic of Kurinism, this is where it belongs.
Really? That's all you wanted to do?
Because my true objective has always been to find out who asked Dr. Buff to study it and why.
I'm not sure I follow. Yeah, what's the orb's significance? Do I have to ponder it?
The official story is that the orb was stolen from the Temple treasure room.
Yeah, I heard about that on the news. They even also said your group was behind the theft.
That's not good. We're probably on an international most wanted list now. Let me ask you something, Apollo. Who do you think really stole the orb?
I really haven't a clue.
Well, I think it was one of the royals.
Really? Someone from the royal family?
Yeah, and I've got a pretty good idea which one it was.
He knows who it is? Care to share your hunch?
All I'll say at this point is this. Security is pretty tight, but the royals have unfettered access to the treasure room. Plus, they seem to be turning a blind eye to the orb's loss.
But why would a member of the royal family do that?
That I haven't figured out yet. But whatever the reason, it can't be good. I mean, a Kurinese royal stealing a national treasure of such religious significance? And then pinning the crime on us? The Defiant Dragons?
Sounds like a conspiracy or something.
I agree. And if the truth were to come to light, it would be a scandal of epic proportions. To allow a foreign national to study a treasure so sacred that it's off limits to the public. It would be seen as an utter sacrilege to those who truly revere the Holy Mother.
So if this were to go public, support for the Garon regime would weaken.
But that's not all. This is just a hunch, but I believe there's something even bigger here. Something that would explain why the orb was being studied in the first place. Something that would shake the kingdom of Kurine to its very core. And I'm going to find out what.
He's probably right.
His intuition is usually spot on. Dirk, why are you so bent on revolution anyway? Is it to reform the legal system in Khura'in?
There's that. But I'm also doing this for my children. I want to save Ayuda.
What do you mean?
This is for your ears only. It's the other reason why this revolution needs to succeed.
What about Nayuda? Nayuda, I never thought that our reunion would take place in a courtroom.
Oh, so you've run into each other already?
Yeah, but it was like he was a different person. He used to be such a kind, cheerful kid, always smiling and stuff, but now... He tried to convict Trucy for a crime she didn't even commit. Plus, he kept telling me I had a putrid mind and to let it go and move on.
Has it really gotten that bad? It must be Garon's influence.
He wasn't like that when he first stepped into the courtroom.
Back then, he still had a keen sense of justice.
I vow to bring the Garon regime down and reform the legal system. That's what he swore to do, but that was also 5 years ago. He'd been the shining star of the Defiant Dragons, and our greatest hope. Wait, Nayuda was a dragon?
He was. But these days, he's more like Garon's lapdog.
Talk about a complete about-face. Why would he do that?
Something must have happened to him. Something that sparked a radical change. Still, I don't think he truly believes in the new path he's taken. It's not conviction that fills his heart. It's resignation and despair.
I see.
The only thing I know for sure is Nayuda is suffering. And he is suffering in silence.
Nayuda is suffering?
Yes. He knows the rightful state of Khura'in's legal system. But something forces him to bend to Garon's will. And it's tearing him apart.
But it's been 5 years. Do you really think he even still wants to reform the legal system?
As long as he carries what I've taught him in his heart, I do.
Dirk's teachings. Okay. A dragon never yields. That's what you always told us.
That I did. It's a belief I've held since back when I was a lawyer. The dragon stands at the pinnacle of the natural world. Nothing and no one can bend its will.
That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding dragon, right? We must fight for the truth to the bitter end, no matter what it takes. Dirk and Mr. Wright, they have that much in common.
That's why I've held on to this badge, even though there are no more lawyers in Khura'in. I believe that one day, our legal system will return to its former glory. And this badge here is a testament to that belief.
I wonder if Nayuda still believes in what you taught us.
He does. That much I'm sure of.
A dragon never yields.
All right.
I know that belief is etched deep in his heart. I'd bet my life on it. After all, he is my flesh and blood.
It's unshakable faith and confidence. It's what draws people to him, whether they like it or not. Even people like me. You know, I remember back when we were kids, Nayuda used to say with great pride, "I have the blood of the dragon within me."
Yes, and that's why I want to free him. Free him from the poisonous clutches of the Garon regime.
So that's your other reason for starting a revolution?
Yes, I need to smack some sense into that boy of mine. I mean, what else are fathers for?
I wouldn't know.
Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem. Getting out of here.
Well, we're not going back the way we came, that's for sure. That hole we fell through is way too high to climb up to. Are they gonna have to swim?
Actually, I have an idea. That lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean.
Wait a second. You're not suggesting we swim our way out of here?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
We have no idea how deep that lake goes. It's pitch black down there.
Not a problem.
How is that not a problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean?
Well, one of us has to try, and I'm the better swimmer. Time's a-wasting. I'll be back before you know it, son.
And there he goes.
Dirk!
He's gone. I sure hope he knows what he's doing. May 16th, Mount Mitama, Kuraine's Ruins. It's been 20 minutes. I hope he's okay. What's going on? What? Uh-oh. The water! It's rising! And fast! Ah!
Need air.
Oh, man.
I don't know how to swim.
If I don't grab onto something that floats... Get the driftwood.
This is bad. I better think of something. Quick.
Yeah, the driftwood. I've got it. As long as I hold on to this, I should be able to stay afloat. This is not good. The water's almost up to the top of the altar. It won't be long before it reaches the roof of the cave. Okay. What about down there? The puzzle box is still at the base of the altar. It must have been designed to stay put, even at high tide. But wait, that's it. Dr. Buff must have gotten in here from some oceanside entrance at low tide. That's why his footprints were leading out of the lake. So it really does connect to the ocean. Not that that helps. I drowned before I made it out. What about up here? It's no use. The hole's still too high up. I'll have to find another way. And quick, before I drown. Well, what about the water bottle? Hey, maybe I can use this like an oxygen tank. Wait, what am I thinking? I need to stay calm and be more rational about this. Ah, I'm getting swept away! Ah, please, stop! Aha. Now we can get through the hole. The water's just high enough for me to reach the hole. I'm saved! All I have to do is go back the way we came. The water might even lift me all the way back up, over that wall of rock. Here goes. Huh? The hole, it's full of rubble. The tunnel collapsing above must have filled it in after we fell through it. Ugh. This can't be happening. Oh man, this is intense. No, I can't give up now. I refuse to die here. The water. I can't. Man. So what's gonna happen? Cough, sputter. I can't breathe. Is this the end? I don't know. Dirk, I wonder if you made it out. So this is what it feels like to drown. I would have eaten that sushi if I'd known it would be my last meal. I feel like I've been through this before. Ah, now I remember. It was back when all three of us were living in that shack in the mountains. Nayuna and I were playing by the riverside when we got swept up in the rapids. Ah! Ah! thought we were goners, but then...
Nayuda! Paulo! Hold on, I'm coming!
Wah! Wah!
That was a close one. Thought I'd lost you two.
I'm sorry, Dirk.
All right, that's enough now. Didn't I teach you that boys don't cry?
Thank you, Father. You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us. Why?
What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Nayuda, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me, understand?
Hey, Dirk, this isn't forever, right? You'll bring me back from America someday, right?
Of course. I'll come pick you up as soon as things settle down here. Promise.
Okay, you promised. Dirk, I waited and waited for the day you'd come and take me home, but you never came. That's why I tried to forget about you and my life back in Kurine. Dirk, why? Why didn't you...
Apollo. Apollo, can you hear me? Dirk? Still can't swim, eh?
You came back? But why?
I said I'd come for you, didn't I?
Yeah, but you can't hold me and swim. We're both going to...
Stop talking. You'll bite your tongue.
What? Whoa! We're being pulled under. What's going on? Why is this happening? May 16th, unknown.
Where? Ah, you finally came to, son. Get your fill of seawater? Good thing your name's not Neptune, huh?
Dirk.
You're telling me? Check it out. Snot's coming out of his nose.
What a miraculous escape. Not even some of the escape artist greats could pull that off.
What on earth happened? Sorry it took me so long, son. I made it to the ocean, but I figured you still couldn't swim. So I found a local fisherman and had him take us out near the undersea cavern. He tied a rope to me, and I came and grabbed you. Then he yanked me back.
Oh, so that's what pulled us under with such force. Don't forget about me. I assisted in your escape in Act 2, Polly.
I have helped compatriots escape from all sorts of places. Mountain jails, island prisons. But an undersea cavern? Now that was a first.
Dirk, he risked his life for me. Dirk, I'm only alive because of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I, just did what any father would do for his son.
He saved my life yet again.
I guess seawater doesn't make for much of a meal.
It's because Polly didn't have any sushi. Oh, yeah. I haven't eaten anything since this morning.
Oh, that's right. Hey, AJ. Dirk had me buy this for you. Thought you might be hungry. Ready to have some this time around?
Yeah, thanks. Oh, wow, this is delicious.
Ha 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 ha! Glad you approve. I'd better get some before you eat them all.
Just like old times. Dirk used to slice up the fish he caught, and we'd all eat fresh sashimi together. He used to talk about all the vitamins and minerals packed in the raw fish.
Hey, by the way, let me see that orb, AJ. Here you go. Whoa! So that's what it looks like. You found the legendary treasure? Nice work, Polly. Thanks. Guess you could say mission accomplished. With the orb, our revolution can take a big step forward. Let's celebrate the eve of our revolution. We'll get all dressed up and feast till dawn. Yeah! Now you're talking. Time to party. After all that, I just want to go to bed. Sure wish Nayuta was here. Maybe one day we'll enjoy times like these together again. The revolution. If it can bring back those happy days, you can sign me up for... Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystal. Oh, right, left, halt!
Oh, it's him. Oh, it's him again.
Well done. Then again, I always knew you could do it. After all, we politicians must be excellent judges of character. Still, I'm impressed you both made it out of there alive. Wait a second. You're the one who shoved us into that pit? It sounds so bad when you say it like that. All I did was give you a little nudge in the right direction. So, it was you.
Whoa.
You no good son of a... Eve! Don't look at me like that! The crystal of Amy Faye is mine. Now hand it over! Over my dead body! Detective, help!
Yeah, I know. Emma, what's going on here? He filed a police report. He claims you're trying to steal his family heirloom.
That's him, the one with the long hair. Arrest him this instant! He's the thief that made off with the Attition family's most precious heirloom.
Well, I suppose I should ask you to come in for questioning.
Down at the police station, I think I'll pass. After all, Mr. Attition seems bent on having me arrested on theft charges. This is not good.
If Dirk gets arrested, he'll be sent back to Kurine to face execution. Sorry, but now that I know you have the crystal, or orb as you call it, I must insist. Will you please come with me, sir?
Emma, I'm afraid I can't let you take Dirk in.
He received the orb from Dr. Buff in a perfectly legal transaction. Is that so? Can you prove it? Of course. This should sufficiently prove that the orb now belongs to Dirk. The orb transfer agreement? Take a look at this agreement. What do we have here? Let's see. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. It appears to be a perfectly legal agreement.
Not so fast. That's not the Founder's Orb. It's the Crystal of Amy Faye, which means their agreement is null and void.
This is going nowhere fast. You can say that again. Then it will just have to go to trial. Right, Apollo?
Mr. Wright? Teddy!
What's with you two? You look like you just saw a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Emma mentioned she had seen him around. What are you doing in Kurine Village, Mr. Wright? Mr. Attition has retained me as his lawyer.
Wait, you're his lawyer?
Wait, what? Hey, Phoenix, you want to look at my badge? I think you would have more pressing things to ask me about. Yeah, I'd better ask what I can while I can. Alright. Legal advisor. Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Attition's lawyer? Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. And it seems he correctly foresaw that something like this might happen.
It's because those shifty insurgents were harassing poor Dr. Buff.
So I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright, I couldn't go wrong. Is that what you came back from Khura'in for, Mr. Wright? It was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Atishan is a very important client. They know each other? But I've never heard Mr. Wright mention his name before. The Crystal of Amy Faye. Mr. Wright, are you sure this is Mr. Atishan's family heirloom? That's my client's assertion. He says it's the Crystal of Amy Faye. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits. Who's Amy Faye? She brought Khura'inese channeling to Japan, and her descendants brought it here. Her true origins are still rather murky, but what's clear is she is the founder of the Khura'in channeling technique. Oh, so she's like the one they call the founder in Khura'in, the Holy Mother. Apollo, I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. I may not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing the crystal over to you. What? Are you saying? I'm really sorry it's come to this, but Mr. Wright? I don't understand. Let me spell it out then. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, then I will be seeing you in court. What? What's gotten into you, Daddy? Nothing. This is strictly business. Two lawyers from the same firm facing off. What are the odds? Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Whatever are you going to do? Remember, he is your boss. How did it come to this? Mr. Wright, please don't do this! Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear we're headed to court, that's where we'll find out who the crystal really belongs to. I don't believe it. Am I really gonna face Mr. Wright in court? Daddy! Apollo! No! We can't have our agency's talent competing against each other! It's too late, Trucy. The die has been cast. We each have to fight for our client's best interests. But... So, what's it going to be, Apollo? Are we going to have to take this to trial? I have to battle Mr. Wright in court? The legendary Phoenix Wright? No matter how many trials of his I've watched, no matter how dire the situation, he's always pulled out a win in the end. Can I do it? Can I really take on the man whose footsteps I've been following in? I owe it to Dirk to at least try. Hey, what should I do? Battle Mr. Wright or throw in the towel? No, we're gonna battle. Battle time. There's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client, even if it means facing off against you. All right. I won't be pulling any punches either, Apollo. The kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win. You got it! Whoa, whoa, whoa! First Daddy, now you? Polly, you're not seriously... Sorry, Trucy, but I have to do this. Apollo. Alright then, I'd better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court. Teddy, no, wait! A fine mess I've gotten you into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him. He's practically a celebrity in Khura'in now. They're calling him the Fighting Phoenix. I'll be fine. After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows? I could even end up winning. There's always a chance, right? You know, this may be a blessing in disguise.
If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's orb, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too. This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows.
The first step of your revolution, huh?
Yes, the revolution to restore Khura'in to its former glory and save Nayuta's soul.
Dirk, I swear to fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. We're gonna win this one. You'll see.
I know you can do it, son.
It doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Right. I have to win this for Dirk. And for Nayuta. His salvation, along with all of Khura'in, depends on it. Alright, to be continued. So next time, it's going to be a civil case. Interesting. And, so... I'm assuming we're going to have the same judge, but the opposition is going to be Phoenix Wright. That is cool. I'm looking forward to that. All right, we're going to call it here for tonight, and then we will jump in next time with continuing this case. See you then.